Welcome back to the party. So I mentioned fours, even though I have a literally wrote down the teams that we're going through the matches today. So there's the Japalenos versus Heroic. That's going to be the next game that we have for you today. And again, of course, the community will be dealing with the second one. I do think that's pretty cool that people are able to do that. But perhaps there's an what are you laughing at?
I think you're just struggling really badly, dude.
Is it really that bad?
No, you're doing great.
You're like the community will deal with that
wonderful.
one. Yeah, and it's like
my brain's not fully functional today. I don't know why. Perhaps I need to drink some more water.
But we both were like traveling and up for like over 24 hours yesterday, and case came from Europe, so
yeah,
you have the excuse.
It's not good enough to have excuses, Dan. We're not people who make excuses. We just need to do better.
I'm not saying excuses, but you're looking for a reason as to why it's happening. I feel like you discounted the that whole like traveling for over a day.
We're gonna have a look at the FACEIT platform. Show me the place at FACEIT. Oh, bloody hell!
This is brilliant.
Oh my god! All right, well,
keep going, James.
We can see James. I'm glad it's not mine, to be honest. I've got a lot of work to do. Mine's kind of embarrassing right now, but his is certainly not. Level 10, and we can see the recent matches he's played and the win rates. That's pretty good. The Mirage win rate, 71%.
Wait, longest win streak is 59 games?
Oh, Jesus.
Mine's about 8, I think.
Yeah, I think that's about average, isn't it? 8.
59 games is a lot of winning that he's doing.
How's he
I
done
would
that?
love to see when this actually happens.
It's interesting because his stats are, in terms of professional games and so on, you know, like how many deaths and so on, holding onto his gun, but also being very effective. He does a great job. He does a great job in that respect.
Too,
so
game preference. He's really good on Mirage, apparently.
If you see the chart where the wins and losses go up and down, sometimes I have lost streaks of like 14 games. It's unbelievable, man.
That just makes you feel horrible, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's one of those things
does.
of like, I'm not going to bet until I win a game.
Yeah, and then you just keep losing.
Yeah.
But I have to have a policy. I have to have a policy where, like, if I lose like 2 games in a row, I just stop playing.
Oh, okay.
And
so
do something else. But if I'm streaming, it's not like I can't be like, okay, bye or something. Yeah. But it's, you know, it's brutal, man. It's brutal. I have a lot of work to do. Anyway, we have a new match coming up for you. Another match in the European bracket. Japalenos. That's going to get me every time because
I think so too.
Japalenos
versus
on purpose. Heroic. Do you know much about the Japalenos?
Not a whole lot. I mean, the players, they have been around for a while, and they do have a, I think it's Freddy Frog. He's the primary opera, but he's actually a really talented player.
Freddy Frog.
Yeah, I think his
so
name is
that's
Freddy
not
Frog.
Freddy B.
No, it's not Freddy B.
No, it's Freddy Frog.
Freddy Frog.
Okay, just checking.
I might just be butchering it too. Who knows? But they do have some talent on the roster. Now, being matched up against Heroic, a team that has, sure, they do have that one player that they just replaced Freiburg with, but the team itself is very functional. I think Blamef, in the sense of when he did join and he did take over the calling, I think the team definitely did improve.
Yeah, he seems
quite
really,
a bit.
really good.
Yeah, and they seemed prepared in most cases. I actually think that Heroic, out of all the Tier 2 teams we have, is the one that actually has the most potential for upsets versus these Tier 1 teams.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why for Japalenos here, like, this is a really tough matchup. Like, sure, it's not on a Vanguard, it's not a Tier 1 team, but Heroic, they do come prepared quite often in these matchups, and it wouldn't surprise me even if you're a worse team here. I don't think this is going to be a walk in the park, and if anything, you know, I was also supposed to say Jalapenos. Now this is going to be difficult for me too. Japalenos, I mean, they're heavily underdogs for me. Yeah, sure, there is an upset potential. Even looking at the maps, Mirage first was a pickup. Heroic, I mean, for me at least, this should be a 2-0. But I also haven't seen Japalenos play in a while.
I think that
do they have
Freddy Frog and Relaxer are twins? Because
yeah,
they
I think so. They look very
exactly
identical.
the same.
Yeah,
just like
they might just be brothers at least.
Haircuts are different, but they've got to be twins because that's like they could go and commit crimes.
Yeah.
You know, be like, it wasn't me, it was him. It wasn't him, it was me. I mean, no, that doesn't work.
So that's the announcement too. Then you saw there, James, because they only had 4 coming into today. So I think Freddy B then is a new player.
Freddy B, DJL, Plessen, and Freddy B make up the rest of Japalenos. S-Tags, Staven, Blamef, Borup, and Snappy. Yeah. It gets weird with all these nicknames sometimes, man.
And then
Snappy's like, just the IRC, there's Borup.
Snappy's the new player. They came in.
Yeah.
They played recently, I think. I'm not sure if they're out of the qualifier for IEM. But they have been playing a little bit recently, even with the new addition of Snappy. So it's not a completely new roster that we see like a Fnatic that just literally just announced it. We do have at least, I think, 1-2 weeks that they're practicing with this guy.
Okay, it's time for Pinnacle predictions. Looking at the percentages on these maps, it looks like a 3-mapper. Heroica 70% in 10 on Mirage versus 31% for Japalenos. Inferno's about 67% for Japalenos and about 38% for Heroic. I'm going to go for Heroic. I think they should win this one. But they should they should be above this team. So I feel like they should win. New logo for Heroic.
Yeah, I think it should absolutely be Heroic. Definitely more experienced team. And on paper, and that's the thing, is like we don't have anything apart from looking at everything on paper to go on. So it's got to be Heroic.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's obviously Heroic for me too. I do think we're gonna have to see some very heroic performances from the other team. But at least the guy for me that stands out is Freddy Frog. I think that he really needs to have a good game for Japalenos if they were to win this game.
Are we going Japalenos or Japalenos?
I don't know, dude. Listen,
because
we're going whatever we want at this point. All right, Japaleno, Japaleno, Habanero. I don't know.
Habanero. That's I love that stuff.
Okay, so
that's some good stuff right there.
What about the real odds? Okay, have we done the Pinnacle odds already? Okay, we haven't done them yet. They're being left for last. The juicy odds, 76% Heroic. I feel like this is quite reasonable. Yep. I do like the logo of the Japalenos.
Yeah, me too.
That's
what gets you as well. Because it makes you think.
Why have they messed it up? It's hard enough having to pronounce Borup, and now we've got Japalenos as well.
You're next time, like a waiter asks you, "Oh, do you want jalapenos in there?" You're gonna like think for a second, because we're like reprogramming our brains. I feel like we're looking at the chili, but it's something else.
Those are pretty.
It's not jalapeno, it's
hot
Japaleno.
odds. Are you done? I've got a show to run.
I'm done now.
Okay, thank you. We got pretty hot odds. I'll do it again because I got no shame. 3.6 for Japalenos, and then Heroic are a solid favourite. So this will be an interesting one. Sorry, I got distracted because on HLTV, right? If you look at the highlighted stats, they've got a headshot of Freddy Frog, and then they have like a half body shot of Blamef with giant arms, and it just looks really weird to compare them.
It does look a little bit weird.
It looks a little odd. You can see it on HLTV.
Because even his head looks.
Yeah. It's
too small for his body there.
DDK like. Yeah. Tiny head.
The Blamef is bloody huge.
Tank,
he's an enormous man. He must be eating like 5,000 calories a day.
I haven't seen his face before.
He eats a cake a day, Sliggy says.
No way.
What kind of a cake does he eat every day?
Wait, do they hear Sliggy too? Or is it just us?
He can talk to the masses.
Oh, okay. But they can't hear it right now.
Fortunately, he doesn't. Going more to his
mates, he's getting
an ego now.
He said that Blamef's mom cooks him a cake every day that he eats.
That's awesome.
Did we ask what kind of cake?
What time is cake time? Is it in the morning or is it the afternoon?
I feel like
I'm curious now.
I feel like all the time.
That's pretty interesting.
Post-workout cake.
After your children become adults and so on, parents don't have so much to do. So making a cake every day is pretty cool, man.
She's also amazing at baking cakes.
If you bake cakes every day, you'd hope that she'd be.
Yeah,
you would hope so.
But yes, shout out to Blamef's mom for baking cakes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give people's moms shout outs.
You always talk about Hiko's mum.
Only apart from Hiko's mum, yeah. But she doesn't give me feedback on my shoes anymore.
She's ignoring you. She ghosted you.
Hiko's he's the choke point there. He's what do you call it when someone's holding everything up? Not a choke point. There's a word for it.
Bottleneck.
He's the bottleneck, yeah. It's down to Hiko. Come on, Hiko, man. I haven't bought shoes in a while. I say a while. I actually bought shoes about 2 weeks ago, so that's wrong.
He's just lying.
That's simply not true.
Just lying.
Where's the game at production?
What do you mean? I think that you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Okay. So the game is on the way, I am told.
Cool. You have more time to lie to people.
To lie to people?
Yeah.
What happened to my embassy pen? Did I leave it over there?
Yeah.
It's so heavy. It's really...
I was wondering, what's in the red box? Is there anything in there?
Yeah.
Oh, there is?
Would you like to open it?
I don't know. I mean, what is it?
There's no surprises. Nothing dangerous. Nothing's going to blast in your face.
He has lied already
I have
today,
it.
so...
Why am I sitting on it? Nothing crazy is happening over there. It's
okay.
It's a Chinese abacus.
Oh, okay. How to use.
It's a lot of pages, isn't it? I kind of want to learn how to use it, but like
Wow.
I got things to do, man. I can't read all those pages.
Well, and it's in Chinese here on the board, so it's a little hard to read.
I like how when you
Slice
opened
issue for
it,
you there.
you're like, oh, okay. Like having a Chinese abacus in the studio makes sense in some capacity. So it's like, oh yeah.
I mean, listen, I've seen worse thing in the FACEIT office, so
That's true.
or weirder things rather.
Yeah,
That's pretty
like
cool.
Callous Caviar.
Are you guys doing any of that this season?
What's
Maybe not Swedish stuff, but
Callous
maybe.
Caviar.
It's hard to find Swedish stuff in Santa Monica. We tried to.
Have you gone to a place called World Market?
No. Whereabouts is that?
It's a chain, but they
okay.
have like it's
The
a
local
furniture
stuff.
store,
Yeah.
but they always have like a market inside in which they sell a bunch of stuff.
See, because when we were in London, there is a Swedish store in London.
Yep.
And I just went in there and spent like £150.
More. The Dollar Host was like 150 by itself.
The Dollar Hoos was
Dollar Hest,
expensive, yeah.
Dollar
I
Hest.
painted Dollar Hest.
Yeah,
Hest.
but they're expensive. There is
Yeah.
a Swedish shop by Santa Monica.
Really?
Yeah, there's it's a candy shop. I've been there.
Well, perhaps if we have some derbies in the future, then we'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you in as well.
Eat some
We can
Swedish
take you
candy.
shopping. Oh, we can vlog it.
We can do some licorice.
We can Swedish licorice.
Yeah,
They love
What
that
colour
stuff.
is it? Is it black? Is it like
it's
straight up
definitely
licorice?
black. We don't do the red shit.
I like the red one. Language, please. You'll never learn, does he? Every single time. That would be interesting. Yeah. I would like to do that. In a Swedish store in it must be run by Swedes. It can't be like fraudulent.
No, the person I actually talked to when I was paying was Swedish.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a
she
lot
had
of
the
Scandies
accent and
up here,
everything. Yeah,
for sure. There's a lot of Brits in Santa Monica for some reason.
Yeah, when I play football, there's like a lot of people from England. How much time do we have roughly, guys? Communicate with me. Because I'm thinking 2 minutes. Okay.
That's what they say though.
Okay, so somebody's had an issue and has gone to the bathroom. And the knife has gone live. Let's watch the knife. Because time has been spent. We're running out of things to talk about here. I want to see the knives.
depends on what you want to talk about.
But what do you
James.
want to talk about, Robin? I dare ask.
What do you guys think about all the changes happening at the moment? Are you
Changes.
So when you say
roster?
changes, you're pointing at the sky. You mean like the,
all the,
the
changes,
ozone
the
layer?
world,
It's
the
repairing
whole
itself.
thing, all the roster changes happening, obviously, in Counter-Strike.
Gotcha.
Not that many have really been confirmed at the moment.
I mean, what would you like to see then?
Do you know what? I still want to see. I want to see Shocks on phase, but they have IGL issues, which people don't want to see in my IGLing. So I don't want to see him there as an IGL. But I think it would be fun if Shocks was on phase. People think I'm crazy, but I mean, it's not like they're having great success at the moment anyway.
I think it makes better sense that he would go to Vitality.
Well, he was reported to go to Vitality.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, of course, yeah, but like, I would like to see him play on phase one day.
I mean, I think one of the
Let
best
go of the
changes
French,
for
grab
me
the
is,
English.
is what we're seeing the first generation CS:GO players really come to the forefront with all the results that we've been seeing, and we've seen, like, I think FaZe is a team where you do have a lot of old players, and there's nothing wrong with having old players. There is definitely a place for them and the veterans, but you can't ride the coattails of that for too long, and they've been punished for that for like pretty heavily for last year and a half or so, and the scene has kind of just transformed underneath them.
Yeah.
And
No,
now,
I do think you're right.
Yeah.
It's the time now in the sense of transfer over. And like you're saying, I'm not saying 4 young kids and 1 old guy,
Yeah.
right? But it can be 3-2, even 4-1. But you got to bring up the younger generation now. I feel like, because it is the guys that's taking over.
For sure. And what we have, I'd love to talk more about it, but we have ourselves a pistol, and BlameF is looking to Hulk smash towards the top mid position. Freddy B, he is going to be found, and he will be discarded. And Tag is going to see this push coming to the A-bomb side. He also has Borup there for support by CT. Nice pop there from Borup. Oh, he's got himself lovely trio of kills there. Headshots galore, and Freddy Frog is he's going to get eaten alive, James. Have you ever eaten a frog?
I've
You're
eaten
French.
plenty. I've eaten plenty. I'm not actually French, but I do have a lot of French family. It's a long story. I had an aunt from France who would come over and she would make me a whole baking tray full of frog legs, which were awesome when you're a kid, but when you're an adult, it's just like the bone to meat ratio is just kind of tedious.
Right.
So I just can't be bothered to eat them anymore because it's just annoying.
But what does it taste like?
Chicken, right?
No, it wasn't that it tasted like chicken. It was a texture like chicken, but
Nice.
a taste. It depends on what you garnish them with, but you'd kind of lightly do it. But yeah, texture like chicken, taste like frog.
Texture like chicken, tastes like frog. It reminds me of the South Park thing, Crab People, the song that they have. Look
I've
like
never
crab.
watched South Park.
Look like crab, talk like people.
That was a lie. I've watched plenty of South Park.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any songs about crabs.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen the Crab People episodes? Well,
I don't know, Dan.
This is just running around the map here, just trying to make the CT's waste a utility, which is why we're talking about rubbish.
Yeah, we saw the same thing last game with VP.
Yep.
Kind of an old existence timeout.
From a certain angle, Dan looks like a crab.
What angle is that, pray tell?
A certain one.
Okay.
There's just the right light. You look like a crab.
Just from just the right light, you look like an idiot, James.
Damn. So here's a question. Maybe I'm throwing you guys under the bus, or maybe I'm not. Jalapeno.
Japaleno.
No, well, look at top left.
Jalapeno. No! Okay, so that's
Who's
wrong.
done that? Who's the idiot? I want names. This is ridiculous. I can't.
Can't work like this.
They can't even spell their own name.
No, but my question was, did these guys just qualify this season? And if so, did they beat anyone
I
notorious?
suppose it was Pinnacle, but we'll have to look into it. I will have a look. In the meantime, we've got some crazy things happening in that mid position. Oh, that's the right kind of scout to have. But is it the wrong person? Because he's missing the shot, says Tag, and he's only got 26 HP. Opportunities have come and gone, but he still remains alive for now.
Sitting in the smoke here, and there's the legs. And it's actually looking, these smokes are going to go away, and it's not going to be anywhere to plant, especially with the scout still alive. Was 3 alive towards CT. This is a huge issue. Blame F is going to eliminate 2 more players, and Japaleno's just struggled to get the bomb down quickly enough. They needed to find a way to do that, but there was no support against the scout from S-Attack that was peeking, and that delayed long enough for Heroic to just swing in and
They beat Spirit 2-0.
Oh, okay.
Heroic?
Yeah,
Do you know what
no,
maps?
Japaleno's.
What maps?
Let me see. They beat Spirit 2-0, but they lost to Heretics later on. So
Heretics, James.
So Heretics
There you go.
have a higher seed. I like Heretics.
I mean, you can call them that if you want, just saying
They
it
won
sounds kind of stupid.
Overpass and Dust 2, both 16-13.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
To your point there, Dan, last round,
Yes.
actually they had their opening there because, like you're saying, ECS actually missed 2 of the shots, shots from the scout. So they actually had ample time to get to the bomb site. They had to shake the bomb down, but
I'm not sure if he scared them too much or something that they felt like they
it's
couldn't
more
plant
so
towards.
but it's more so as well
open.
knowing he has a scout there and the smokes come in. Like, how is he gonna kill the bomb planter? You know what I mean? Like, unless he gets the headshot maybe, but you want to put some pressure on it, but it never really happened.
Agreed.
Nonetheless, it was a good hold from Heroic. It's another save here from Jalapenos. Just a bunch of Eagles.
I'm not a big fan of Spice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I'm more of a Korma guy than a Jalfrazy.
I had a Jalfrazy recently.
Good for you.
It was nice in Berlin.
I'm so happy for you.
When we first started doing ECS in America, we were in Santa Ana the first time. I decided that because there was so much sort of spice prevalent, and I started to like slowly get into it because I was like, I had no tolerance for it. So I was like, can I build a tolerance if I just subject myself to this every day? And now I can deal with really spicy food, and I can really enjoy spicy food. And it's
I will say,
out.
in Mumbai, he ate these really... Oh, hold on a second. No, never mind. He ate these really spicy chicken things. He ate the whole plate of them, and he's like, oh, they're not so spicy. And you ordered another plate. I had like 1 of them.
They're called death wings.
And my head was sweating for about 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was. His head was like...
I was literally like... It wasn't like a little perspiration. It was like...
Yeah, it was the full-blown...
running from the police. So I was just sitting there like wiping my brow. It was so stupid. I have some kind of chemical problem with spice, so...
But
no
have you
spice
ever
for me.
tried to pull it down and like kind of get used to it a little bit?
It took a long time.
No,
like, it took a lot of...
I have no interest in that, but
forcing myself.
That was perfect timing to get into this buy round, and Relaxer will spot a player pushing up top mid, but there's no damage done. We've got Jalapeno, whatever. 4 people going towards the A bomb site with the bomb, and they've got some grenades. Big intentions. We'll see what DJL is able to do. It could be the Virtus. It could be a Virtus Pro strat, maybe, if he's lurking towards the B bomb site, but he's offering a smoke grenade, so perhaps it's not.
We've got the
This guy is
chill
going
out
to be the
session
lurk.
now.
Yeah.
It's just hanging out, waiting for a push, waiting for an info play from the CTs. That has been a lot more common, the A-ramp plays. I actually have really enjoyed how people have tried to innovate how you make A-ramp aggressions, the off angles, the timings, the setups. From the CT perspective. So perhaps Japalenos are waiting for that. They're waiting for something from the CTs, maybe more nades to be used, but their hands will be forced. DJL, of course, was harassing towards the B-bomb site, and there's 2 players in mid, actually. Flame F is actually pushing top mid. He's going to have a flank through CT. He's going to hear one running through CT as well, and with the kill from S-Attack there, Japalenos are in a lot of trouble, and they haven't done anything about Borup either. They have no position, and the flank's coming in.
30 seconds remain. He's trying to hold things down. Two-man spray, well, not two-man spray down, but it's a team effort from Heroic, and now Pleasant's got 23 HP. 20 seconds on the clock, and it's a question of damage for him. Quick reload with the Krieg, and he will get exploded as well. Why are you staring
Your
at me?
microphone
Your
is
microphone
really
is-
bad. I don't know what
yeah.
happened. That was to add, you were
Oh,
talking.
I fixed it.
Oh, there
Sorry.
we go. Yeah.
What
now
did you
it's
do?
great.
I pressed all the buttons on my box.
Oh, that was
Everything is going wrong. Sorry, what were you saying, Robin?
no. I was gonna say you can kind of tell as well here the inexperience because the fake there onto the B bomb site just to buy the one player. It had a molly and a flash. It
Yeah.
doesn't do anything. If anything, they called a fake and they just wait for you instead. It would have been much better if you have Japaleno there to not fake B and just hit the A bomb site.
Right, yeah.
Because as soon as you do that fake and they call not fake, he pushes catwalk and then you see Nate, everything will come on the A bomb site there.
Yeah.
That's why they never even hit the bomb site. They have 3 mollies that they have to fight there.
Yeah.
Instead of just running up. So you'd think maybe it helps a little bit to try and stick the guy on the B a little bit more, but that's not necessarily the case every
Indeed.
single time.
Blame if he looked like he was going to be good for that fight, but found the one rifle on Japalenos, and that's an AK to be, or an M4 to be collected by Pleasant. And Heroic will be in a bit of trouble here. They're in a 4v5, but S-Attack's forward position with the AWP, this is kind of ideal, you know, you'd say, because he should be able to catch them rotating through. Sees the head, beautiful headshot as well, and is he going to drop the smoke? That would really kill this round, I think, for Japalenos. S-Attack, though, he's pulling out the AWP. Oh, you surely cannot walk into this angle. Please don't walk into the angle. Okay, runs across. There's the smoke, deep smoke. Is it too deep? Will they go past it? Yes, they will, but S-Attack's ready with the shot. Goes for the next one. S-Attack doing it all by himself. And that is the round absolutely gone here now for Japalenos.
Again, just a question of damage. DJL has to do something. He's got 29 seconds, and maybe that's too long because he was at risk of potentially being knifed, but Stavin thought better of it.
Yes.
Focusing on frags and consistency. Japalenos will have the money to buy despite having not having planted a bomb, should I say. I like the decision from S-Tag. He was ready to escape, but decided that he was fine in his position. Damage was limited, and so was the initial effort from Japalenos. Of course, it was an eco round, but here they are now on the buy. 2 AWPs for Heroic in round number 7. Japalenos looking for their first hint of success, and if it continues this way, very curious as to what the odds will look like later on. That's a lovely spray from Blamer, consistent. Some fishing from S-Tag. Now, Heroic don't want to be too overconfident and cause themselves problems, but they continue to rein in the frags here in mid.
Yeah, it seemed like they really wanted to just commit completely here, like just seeing that Heroic was sticking in there, and it didn't seem like they were okay with losing a player for free in middle, because now they're down to 2 against 5. So as long as Heroic don't do anything overeager here, they've nailed this one. And if they keep 5 players alive, look at what their money's going to be just nuts. They're all on 5k already. Stavin with the backstab too. So really right now, everyone in Heroic just has to hold, let Stavin push and see what he can find.
Timing. He waited so long.
Oh, Stavin's so well set up now. They're not going to be looking towards this flank. There it is. Out comes the AWP. Knows when the next one is. Beautiful finish. 7-0 Heroic. This is... we're at 7-0 already. This has been very quick. Just
It has
smashing.
been, yeah. I mean, it's been very, very dominant here from Heroic. We do see that timeout coming in from... now it says Jalapeno there again. That's what messes me up every single time.
See, it's
Wow.
Japalenos and
Oh,
Jalapenos
God.
at the
Yeah,
same
no wonder.
time.
No
Jalapeno,
wonder.
Japaleno.
But even there, I like the approach here, trying to just take over middle. Do you need to do it that fast? Maybe not, but I think that you still have the money to potentially just do a regular default again and just do it slow. Because you were a little bit unlucky here. I mean, BlameF got the first initial guy that wanted to run up catwalk fast. He got him through the smoke. And I think that really set him back a little bit, but I think that the speed in which you're trying to take over mid, it's not necessarily needed. And especially in that round when you had an op as well. Take your time instead, do it properly, and just have them force a bunch of nades out from Heroic. Instead here, you have this kind of like wonky buy here now. Obviously, it's a half buy with Mac 10's B-Rush. Let's see if they can get the bomb done, maybe. I do think that we need that op setup again from Japaleno.
Very early grenades into the B-bomb site. Stavin waiting for the grenades to come. Has he gone too far? Perhaps, perhaps not. He's able to rotate, but he's still in the site. So if he does go down, then maybe there's a weapon to be collected here, and that could cause problems. However, the cavalry is already in position. We've got BlameF by the door. The bomb's in position to get planted. Now there's still a gap in that smoke, and Pleasant will be denied the AWP. Numbers being thinned out, so maybe a round win becomes less likely. Can still quickly change, but got the double Freddies to try and hold things down. Nobody in the upper area. There's a nice kill, but there'll be another one in a short position. Is he expecting it? Perhaps not. Down he goes. 1 versus 3 now. Freddy has to focus on damage. All 3 players with Kevlar. Sorry, with Diffuse Kits, what I meant to say. And there's a final frag. Not too much harm done for Heroic as they move to 8-0.
Do get the bomb done, though. That's the first one they've had so far in this game. We'll have some more money here. I'm expecting another op on Relaxa. See what the approach here is. I am hoping that we'll see just another default again, but a little bit slower this time. Don't have to take over mid all that fast and just have the op work a little bit. And if that doesn't work out, then maybe we do call a timeout again and go for a little bit more executed plays. Maybe try on that A-bomb side one more time, but let's see what they want to do here.
Tag has made the jump across over the fence, and they'll have the classic setup. BlameF looking for the underpass play. It's a good 2-man setup. And Japalenos are playing a delayed mid-take, it would appear. I'm unsure whether they'll go for the underpass push first or the top mid push. Either way, Heroic are ready to fight. And there it is, the smoke into connector from the CTs. And BlameF, he's got cover from Tag. Will there be any more flashbangs? Will this setup work out for Heroic? Oh, that's a really important one. Oh, they can't go past. He's going to hear all the burn damage. Oh, no, for free. He's going to try to follow it up with a nade. Is that going to be good? Oh, my goodness. Freddy B's on... They haven't even fired a bullet. The T's have not fired a bullet, guys.
Freddy B quietly trying to get something done. Did BlameF just see him? He's got a reload in, a quick peek while he's reloading, and there's enough information. The smoke won't do the job.
That's really off.
Yeah, but they have position, they have personnel. They've got Snappy in that short area. Freddy knows that he can't peek into A for free. 33 seconds remain as Japaleno tries to crawl into the A bomb site, but it may be dragging their bodies over the finish line, taking that one by one. No damage done just yet until that frag. That's the first bullet to have any impact in this game, or this round rather. 19 seconds, and there's flashbang, there's utility, there's personnel, and there's a 9th round for Heroic.
Ouch. That was very painful to watch.
Did they get flashed there, maybe? Is that why? Because I feel like he was completely flashed.
Yeah.
The CTR, who was it?
BlameF.
Was it BlameF?
Yeah.
He
I'm
was
not
so
sure if they
flashed.
were.
Yeah, I don't know what really happened there, because the molly went down, he got super flashed.
Yeah.
And then, for some reason, they didn't run right away, and they waited 2 seconds, and then they ran through the molly.
Yeah. The molly timing is so perfect.
Yeah,
as
that was
well.
great.
It's very unlucky
Maybe
for Japaleno.
maybe they heard something,
yeah.
like a step or something. His timing on that was great. Yeah, another round on the board for Heroic. Nice
timing.
fast round again here from mid.
Yeah, keep it simple. Japalenos, and maybe something can be done here. Now, how active will Heroic be in a moment of hardship? Losing a man early, not ideal on a CT side. Considering his options, got to be careful going to Tetris. The sound cue is enough for Relaxa, who creates some space to move forward. Molly lands behind the smoke, so he's in trouble. In the meantime, there's boosts. This is all over the place. Tag and Stavin remain. Stavin creeping with the AWP, and Pleasant will be taken out, so no more window position for him. Now, what do they do with the information they have? Heroic, Stavin going back towards the B-bomb site, potentially heard by Freddy, who goes towards the underpass, it seems, with the bomb.
The fact that there's 2 AWPs and that there's almost no utility on Japalenos, there is a world of opportunity for Heroic. If Stavin was to go, the bomb's actually going, just trying to go safely out mid through T spawn here.
He offered a smoke towards the B bomb site, which I guess is why he went through the underpass. Indeed, but Stavin's gone through it. We'll see nothing's there, and I suppose he can go towards connector and take out the bomb should it try to cross. We've got S-Tag in CT spawn as well, so there's no guaranteed bomb plant here. They have every angle covered, although Stavin's gone back deep. There's the beaks, but S-Tag doesn't look like he's heard anything. Opportunity has come and gone. Now 2 AWP retake, some free sound cues here for DJ, who makes his way towards CT. We'll see, sorry, it's Stavin making his way towards CT.
They have a smoke. Yeah, I was about to say, there it is.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
That had to be a connection, surely, to make this one work. Will there be a peek? Oh, Stavin's still alive somehow. Will he be able to get a frag? Oh my god, he goes through the smoke, finds a frag. S-Tag now alone. But some extra damage. And that was a very strange round if you look at the ways. It felt like 3 Heroic players got caught off guard or in bad timings. And it just kind of fell apart at that point. Doesn't feel representative of, obviously, the rounds prior and how Heroic have been sort of on top of everything. But
yeah, they've got plenty of money, and I don't know that Japalenos have found a way to consistently be successful in this half just yet.
We do have a really great spawn here on Raxa. Probably peek towards mid here window. See if he...
Ooh, there. Maybe some slowing on the jump, and BlameF is here to trade. Didn't spot the player coming out of the window, and that's enough for them. They'll back off, not going too crazy. Oh, S-Tag jumping at an inopportune moment, but still finding a kill. Now Freddy B, got to be careful. Jiggling for information, but what does he do now? That smoke could actually let him get closer, so could help in a short term. It gives him an angle to clear the balcony with a Molotov, actually. So he could force the CTs away from that information, but...
I like how safe S-Tag was playing there. He didn't move a muscle because they can spray at any interval. You just have to really be so sure that you won't get caught by that. And keeps himself alive. And that look how much time it wastes. It shuts down everything towards the B apartments. And we're 1 minute left, and only now Japalenos are coming into mid control. And so there's only a certain amount of options with this. Connector and the boost. And Catwalk's being covered, Connector's being covered. No smoke for the cap position, so from that perspective, Stavin becomes extremely important in what he can offer towards his position. That Molotov is kind of a cue that he needs to try. Okay, they got another one coming, so that's going to buy them space towards Connector. So now really falls on BlameF, and he's being taken down by Freddy B. The boost, and all of a sudden, Borup is the only person that can stop a bomb from going down. But in the Palace, would they expect him to be there? They may not check it because they are low on time.
20 seconds remain. Borup may have some sound cues. S-Tag can run distraction. Oh, he's got to be real careful. Freddy B doesn't peek just yet. The bomb's planted in the right spot to stop it from being taken out by Palace, but he's not good for the second frag, Borup. S-Tag still alive. He's fired a shot and know where he is, but where is Stavin? Once again, it's another 2 AWP retake, but this time there's less to deal with. Can see Relaxer feeling a little nervous in that triple position, and soon he will be taking out. A very careful shot from Stavin. Now, where is Freddy? They don't know just yet. That's the only grenade they had. There's the information. Still going for the peak, Stavin, and S-Tag is there to trade. 10-1 for Heroic.
Yeah, Japaleno really needs to slow it down here a little bit. They had 25 seconds in the round, and you know it was already a 4-on-3 situation when they just really want to take over mid, and instead of just taking their time, they really want to do it fast. And I don't think they necessarily need to do that. Great bomb plant though, nonetheless. They did have an opportunity here in the after plant. Didn't really work out. Ace attack with the clutch there at the end. 10-1. Another buy here, we'll see. It looks like more like just a execute here now instead. We haven't seen this yet, so...
Yeah, those are really fast. There's a huge gap in there. Borup gets one for free. A one-man push into the A bomb site. Timing's not perfect for Japalenos, and this smoke will be a nasty surprise. S-Tag with a huge frag onto Freddy, and it goes from bad to worse. The flashes are here. All those flashes coming in. Borup's not team flash a single time. Shows that there is good coordination between Heroic, and they will only lose 2 players in that. Somewhat telegraphed from Jalapenos. The fast smoke grenades from T-Spawn. Don't often see those.
You did it, James. You said Jalapenos.
I'm fine with either one.
I feel like we've decided now.
Yeah. No, yeah, Japalenos, they struggled so much to deal with Borup there as well in the shadow position. He did a great job, and Heroic.
I just think it's a shame because I honestly feel like they haven't really given themselves a fighting chance. I feel like these decisions they've made every round on, you know, the calls have just been pretty off. Like, why not take the time? Why do you just rush out with no help? You know what I mean?
A trade attempt. Raw peeks as the grenades stream into the A bomb site. Trying to keep it simple. Japalenos. Borup with 7 HP. Bombs dropped from one player to another. Gotta get that plant while the smokes are up. Freddy Frog by the toll booth. And he does not have the ticket. And there's a trade from S-Tag. Holds down a CT position. Relaxer trying to do what he can, running out of bullets, but he's got himself a frag. DJL in the same position. There are mollies for the CT side, but Tanovic will be a tall order. 2 players in connected for Heroic. DJL taking the fight into his own hands, and now Relaxes in a 1 versus 3. We've got the creep from S-Tag. Slowly but surely. Doesn't seem sure where he's getting shot from, but he'll get the kill regardless, and Heroic moved to 12.
That was just an semi buy, right? Into the bomb plant,
Yeah.
so I guess that's not all too shabby. They have a lot of money now. I think to note as well, this is Heroic's pick. So this might have just been a case for Japaleno where they just don't play even 5 maps.
Yeah.
Kind of gamble. Because it does look like that to me, at least on their T side so far, that it does look a little bit puggy in that sense.
Yep.
Not a lot of just sheer executes, really just hoping for individual performances, which is also why maybe you see these like fast tendencies onto mid. Again, he had a good spawn, didn't really quite get the entry still.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, especially after just watching Avangard play, the contrast is absolutely enormous in terms of like the protocols and how everyone is on the same page, the way that they build the rounds and so on. It's a big change, and as you say, it can just be completely a map thing. We'll see though.
This is round 14, by the way. This is the first default we've had where we haven't lost an entry within 10 seconds. So this is pretty good for Japaleno, I'd say. We'll see now how they can actually work with the defaults. They do still have some nades left.
Ooh.
Unfortunate.
Speaking of nades, he was about to pull one out. And he got pulled out of the round by force. The plane doors opened, and he's out in the sky now. Never to be seen again. Pop flash for Borup. He's got the information. Not sure if he saw too, but there'll be T's walking to their doom through the connector position, trying to run up the distraction. That's brutal for Freddy. That leaves Relaxer in a 1 versus 4. A familiar story, one of struggle, of pain. Heroic seems to be the 1%. Japalenos left without much. Time after time again. Not enough money. Can't make the rent. It's an eco round for them, although it can't be because it's the last round of the first half. So it'll have to be a force buy.
Force. Yes, it's looking so desperate. I wonder if we'll see anything else from them. The T side is so difficult on Mirage. I mean, on every map, to play proper T side defaults and stuff is actually very challenging. Blameless again with the spray had a great success with that previously. Gets some damage in here. Stabbing more than ready with his AK from the catwalk position. 2 AKs in the Krieg. That's a sign of success.
I feel like we're seeing things that they may have got away with versus lower level teams in the Pinnacle Cup or something, and so it's kind of like bad habits which you can't do for free when you're playing stronger opposition. So you learn that the hard way. Basically,
but Heroic has played their CT side really well too. Like they've really worked with each other. You haven't seen a lot of unnecessary duels. It's always tried and been a trade. Look at where the bomb is, by the way. Or maybe that's a bug.
It is
I
not
think
a
it's
bug.
the bomb, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it sometimes shows the wrong place while it's being planted, but that'll be fixed.
So a lot of this is to do with Blame, as we can see, because the position S-Attack has is kind of good. He's in Palace. And so he can kind of just chill there if he wants to and just listen for the bomb to go down. But he's actually going to be more active. Goes towards what he might get a pick here. Yes, absolutely he will. That is really important. Now he can actually link up with Blame F. So there's actually a chance for them. Blame F looking for the taps there. Pleasant nails it with the Krieg. And now S-Attack on for the clutch. The bomb to go down. And S-Attack looking to catch anyone here. Will they dare challenge him? They don't need to. Force him close. I don't think they're sure where he is. Just see Pleasant checking catwalk. tag. Misses the flick, had to hit that one. And 2 rounds, a measly 2 rounds. We'll have to see if Japalenos have anything else to offer on the second half. We'll see you back here soon. Okay, we are back. Looks like Heroic had the mango lassie, James, because we're not seeing any of this spice.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn, look at you. I swear to God, where's this new Dan coming from? He's been funny for like a week now. It's amazing. Okay, 13-2 for Heroic. Japalenos have a lot to do. Now, okay, so we've just gone, Heroic are looking to just frag out, it seems. 5 sets of Kevlar. No, nothing else. I think it can be useful to pick up a decoy for a fake flashbang, for fake flash purposes.
Yeah.
I think they can be worth it. Pleasant has a decoy. The only decoy on the map at the moment. We wait for the unpause to come in, but Japalenos have looked outmatched. Heroic better prepared.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't know too much about Japalenos, so we won't judge. But definitely, Heroic have been more in sync on their CT side. But now it's Japaleno's turn to defend. So we'll see what they're able to do. Dan is spreading viruses in your face. I just saw some news that some scientists think they may have solved the common cold. Rather than attacking the thing directly, they have attacked a protein which it needs to survive. So maybe there'll be no more cold in a few years.
Nice.
That would be huge for
Thank
medicine.
God. Yeah.
Anyway, Heroic trying to make their way into the A-bomb site. They're using the numbers game. Pleasant needs some help. He's getting shot from Palace. He's getting shot from up close as well.
Yes. Freddy Frog sitting. And now he's dead.
Slumped.
And can't really even say too much before there's a tag in the face of DJL. Well, no more common cold. That would be great. No more common cold. I mean, but that virus is I guess that's the thing, right? So I mean, okay, I was about to start a discussion about this, but I guess neither
I
of
feel
us
like
are
you just went
trained,
through 4 different sentences at once.
yeah, I know. I'm suffering in the same things from the same things that you are, James.
So what happened? Just a execute?
Well, so James is telling us that apparently the common cold is something that could be solved.
Yeah, if
next
everyone
couple
just stays inside, right?
No,
Basically.
scientists think they may have found a way to stop it entirely.
Oh, okay.
Which would be awesome, because you know that's kind of thing is what leads to pneumonia with old people, right, and kills them, for example.
I mean, they were saying, right, technically because of all the strains and stuff when they develop, if you have a cold, right, because it needs to transfer. Sure, it's technically impossible to just have everyone stay inside for a while until it doesn't spread anymore. But yes, you could technically cure the disease, right?
Yeah,
well,
But
not
if
really
there's an
curing the
actual
disease,
thing,
it's
yeah,
just
exactly,
avoiding it.
avoiding it.
Yeah, they changed the method of attack to
Yeah.
a protein which it needs to survive, as opposed to just directly attacking the thing, which
Interesting.
has proven successful, but they haven't started proper human tests yet.
I love protein.
I think they should test it on Dan. He's always sick. He's always sick, and I'm never sick.
Maybe one day I'll be really strong. My immune system, who knows? Blesson's gonna find. Oh, he's got the bison out.
Something we don't see.
That
The
is
Bison, as Henry would say.
That is disgusting.
I'm surprised that hasn't been buffed recently.
I'm
This
not
is
surprised.
I mean, it's never used, right, in competitive play.
Well, it's just a lot in casual play, I guess, because it has like so many bullets. I would imagine that people love it in the casual play.
I think it is a type of weapon that either has to be slightly bad, slightly overpowered, or slightly too expensive. Slash, you know, like if you look at the money, the kill bonus for the P90, for example. Like, the P90 is good, but it's expensive, and the kill bonus is low, so it's balanced in that way.
All right. Well, Blave takes down one towards jungle, but now we have the trade in Palace. 30 seconds to go. And we'll have to see if they can get that bomb planted. We do have DJL with the Deagle. He's 2 for 16. See if we can add something to that total. Looking for the headshots. This is definitely not an easy one to hit as far as 1Ds are concerned. As they come out of the Palace position. Here we go. Gets one and the second. Lovely stuff. Doubles his score as well. Now Blameif is alone 1v3. And he's going to turn tail and run. And Japalenos have done it. Heroic with not the best anti-eco, it would appear, in this scenario. Jalapenos taking full advantage, and they're going to pick up a bunch of guns.
Yeah, I do wonder if it's better to... well, I suppose they could try to do damage with this Krieg in the next round, but not taking those fights at the end gives a second and third rifle to Japalenos, but it is what it is. There are 2 choices to be made, and he made one of them. So we'll see what Heroic do. Do they straight force it up? It looks like it will be the case. A scout for S-Tag. T-side scout versus more or less a full buy. This will be interesting. Was it against Nico where Scout did a where Simple did a strafe jump with the scout top mid and blasted him in the face? I can't remember, but I remember the clip in my mind and it was awesome.
I think he mostly bought the scout because he had a good spawn towards mid, right? I think otherwise he would just opted to go with pistol.
DGL looking for those pixels. Oh, Blameif, no fear at all. Looking to open up the B-bomb side here. The bomb is not with Heroic, but they'll certainly cause a rotation by picking up that kill. Freddy B announcing his presence there in the B-bomb side, and Heroic have over a minute to go, so in getting that kill and forcing that rotation, middle is much more free now, and so they're going to occupy middle. So that's beautiful. That works out really well. And there's 3 towards B here for Japalenos, so A's definitely not looking too strong. We'll see if Japalenos can get anything out of this. Freddy B has a great position. He'll snap off the head of Brup. There's more to be had. Good trade comes out, though, from Snappy, and the Krieg can be carried forwards. That's a great shot from Snappy. I don't know how he's pulled out that one. That seems rather
I just heard
disgusting.
the chat. It must have been like nice shot or something. That was insane. That looked like mid-air, too.
Well, Heroic have a man advantage. 2 rifles, one of them being the scout on these 3 players. Figuring out where to go, and it seems it will be the A bomb site. Japalenos with Pleasant and Freddy Frog. Both got helmets. What will they choose to do? Some flashes, a clue perhaps towards the A bomb site. Bomb needs to get planted quickly because Pleasant's making his way towards short, and It'll just get planted in time. Snappy taken out, and the retake is on.
Yeah, Snappy had the Krieg as well, I believe. So that's actually kind of nuts. Pleasant just deleted him like that. Flash for his teammates. So Freddy Frog can be flashed and not get through the fence. But still makes it work. No harm, no foul. 20 for 5 is S-Tag currently. He's got a lot of work on his hands. Pleasant obviously one shot from death with the scout. Should it be a body tag? We'll see if... Oh, he's actually missed that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's sticking the defuse. Oh my god. If he gets the first kill, he doesn't have to even phase for ages. It kills so much time. That just totally whiffed. Oh wow.
The spinning the 180s, the 360s, the MLG while defusing the bomb probably helped.
Yeah, the scout as well is like it's difficult to go scout mode sometimes because it's just a different movement speed to everything else.
All I'm hearing is that you're not good enough with the scout.
It's so easy to misjudge the counter strafe timing.
You're not good enough.
I'm not saying anything about me. I'm just saying it's difficult to do. Otherwise, you see everyone using it because you have insane movement speed with it.
I'm a beast with the scout. I don't know about you, mate.
What, against level 3s on FACEIT?
Against anyone on FACEIT.
Counts.
Thanks for the support, Robin.
Hey, we're all trying to be positive here.
The level 3 thing is temporary, okay? I'll scout level 10.
That's what it is for everyone. We all got to start somewhere.
Hey man, I live the brazen solo queue knife, okay? Knife, life. The solo queue life. Almost said it again.
Leads to the knife. Freddy B.
We'll see it. I'll be back streaming soon. With my hashtag brand new sense.
Hashtag new bottle. DJL. Looking good here. There's not really too much to challenge him.
Just enough bullets.
5 to 14, Heroic. Now in with the buy. What do they have to offer here on their T side? This will be the first proper buy round we're going to see from them.
It will be interesting to see here if Japaleno actually has a CD side.
Yes.
And they actually help each other, because I think if they just end up sticking with regular default was on T side here, I think
tough,
Heroic, I think Heroic is just a better team. But we'll see first weapon round officially. From Heroic, he misses the jump initially. That's bad.
That's okay though. He can
gets away.
What you will often see, like we saw James doing it before, you can smoke.
Oh my days!
The molly that comes in and then use it to kind of disappear through after taking a shot. That's what a lot of AWPers like to do. That window is completely clear. That could be peaked. You can see Heroic are not super comfortable right now in middle. They've lost a man as well. And there comes there's the smoke for the connector.
Flame FU appears to be on fire, sir.
Okay. That's some indecision right there. So let me just look at this. Let me inspect these
I think
flames.
he realized that he needs to smoke.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't throw this.
And it didn't come out in time. He's like, oh my god.
And he's still alive with all of 2 HP. Some spray. Freddy going into the smoke. A minute on the clock. This is a precarious situation. They lost Pleasant in the window. Not sure what happened there. Seemed to fear something, but couldn't see the player, it seems. And now there are only 2 left. Relaxer and Freddy Frog. Well, that was a wild play from Relaxer. And feel like we're coming to the end of the line here for Japalenos on Mirage.
Yeah, I think so too. Heroic actually makes the right call there, going B instead of A. Freddy Frog was pushed into Palace the whole round. Great spot. But a little bit weird there for Japaleno still, I feel like. When you actually have such great positioning, why take the fight in middle when you don't have to? But
yeah, some of those plays around in mid look like people have mentally given up on Mirage.
That might also be the case, yeah. I mean, we do know that this is not their map. But yeah,
it's hard to, I suppose, keep up the good spirits when you're getting smashed. Just constantly smashed. Like every round is a slap in the face.
Yeah.
What was the second? Was it Overpass?
Yeah.
Right?
Inferno. Overpass is the third.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well, that confused me because I thought never mind. Just like the ordering of it. Yeah, it's Inferno is going to be really interesting because I'm pretty sure Heroic have the basics for sure. But if we see from Japalenos even some of what we saw from VP earlier, there's going to be problems, going to be struggles.
At least on Inferno, the CT side gives you more room to play aggressive if you want to.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's mostly the T sides I'm worried about, so We'll see, but
Yeah.
this game isn't over yet.
Heroic
55.
have a stronger base of operations, I think, across the board, as they should. Nothing wrong or unusual with that. Blessing with a cheeky HE. It's not deep enough there. No one was there, but needed to be deeper. Heroic with a slow start, smelling the desperation of Japalenos. They can smell the spice.
Yeah, really slow default here from them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just compare the differences, right? Just in defaults. Now, granted, Japaleno don't have a lot of money, they don't have an op either, but Heroic playing it very safe. They're taking their time. We see here the 45 seconds now. Let's start taking over mid. Make sure they don't make any mistakes.
I wonder,
Saven.
the longer this round goes on, are Japalenos more likely to take a risk or make a mistake? That's an MP9 kill, no less.
That felt like he didn't have head armor, right?
I think yeah, I'm not sure. He may not have. It did feel like it,
It
yeah.
looked like it got bobbed.
Freddy B. Oh, this is wild. 35 seconds, and there should be an instant trade here at the very least. There's a pop flash. It might even be 2 to transfer, and it will be a shutdown from Freddy B. Great support from his teammates. There is a CT side after all.
Yeah, he picked the right person to spray down first, which is really useful. But here comes S attack. Or would he get the player towards Catwalk as well? He's got to pick up that bomb. The timing might work out to get out of this position. Just barely, yeah. And there's 10 seconds to plant the bomb. They've got to go for it right now. Oh, he's close on that shot. That would have been everything. But instead, Snappy can't make it to the bomb. And he'll get shot down trying to go for it. And Japalenos stay alive for one more. But it's 9 more rounds to go like this. And you feel like that round could have been very, very different given what happened in Connector. But we'll see what Heroic have to offer in this round. We'll get the full buy coming out, it looks like. And wouldn't be surprised to see a faster play contact, play of some description here for Heroic. Mix up that pace. They've been going very slow. Oh, we might see that. It might actually work out because we get some mid play coming in from Japalenos. Heroic going towards A. They could just really try to contact this. We'll see if they go for that.
Well, contacts may be
smoke.
quick because we see that Relaxer and Freddy B are very close to that ramp position. Pleasant pushing as well. And at this point, why not take the risk? Because what have they got to lose, really? Pleasant, will he have the right angles? He's looking the wrong way. He'll be spotted just about by Blamev. The trades will continue all over the map, but they'll be mostly in favor of Heroic. It leaves Freddy B and DJ remaining from the B bomb site. And perhaps their hands will be tied because Heroic have greater numbers and they've got better angles as well.
Yeah, it looks like we could be at the end of the line for Japalenos in this position. I wonder what the hell just happened with Borup. He just hit 2 Deagles. So not sure what happened there. He had a rifle, I believe. And he hit 2 quick Deagle headshots, and that really busted open that A bomb site. And there goes DJL, just Freddy B left alive now. 1 against 4, just has to go for it. Takes down the first player. That's now 3 remaining, and Freddy B will get taken down. So 16-6. I think the logical conclusion here, it definitely looks like Japaleno struggled to have a T side on Mirage, Heroic, a more rounded team when we saw that here.
The right results, I think. Looks like a mismatch on Mirage at the very least, but again, as an up-and-coming team, map pool is going to be an issue. You've got to concentrate on one at a time, I would imagine. So Mirage, very buggy, very high risk. Heroic with a stronger base of operations and more discipline, less holes in their game, more punishing for the mistakes made by Japalenos. And here we are, with a very strong scoreline.
Yeah, I mean, Heroic CT side for me, despite maybe Japaleno could have had a better T side, I actually think the Heroic did a really good job on their CT side, really working together, flashing for each other, taking over mid together. Yeah, just playing some pretty good Counter-Strike. So it'll be interesting to see. I think that we didn't really see a whole lot from Japaleno this map. I am hoping that Inferno will be better, but I think that if Inferno looks to be around the same as Mirage, then for me at least, it's just a very clear difference in team skill at that point.
Yep. Or maybe that game of Mirage has kind of given them the atmosphere, the climate of it, and they can come into the next map stronger, Japalenos. We will have to see. Only time will tell. So we've got more action to come. It is going to be Inferno next and Overpass should it be needed as a decider. I think Inferno should be the place of most comfort for Japalenos, at least in this in what was allowed in the veto. So can they get any more out of this game? We'll find out after the break.